Hello, and welcome. Hey, YouTube. It's been a little while since I have been on a live stream. We'll let a couple people filter in, hopefully. I have been very, very lax on doing live streams for like a long time. It's been a while, and this is the first live stream I've done solo since it's been a bit. Chris and I usually do our Kilted episodes, but yeah, let's see if anybody is in. So far, nobody is in. I'm gonna sit here and drink this beer real quick. Cheers! It's Saturday. It's not Saturday. It's Sunday. My weekend's this funky. So, anywho, cheers to you. Cheers everyone that either comes back to watch this or is in. Oh, hey, Julia, you're in. Nice. Hi. Thanks for joining me. So basically, I thought that I would transfer my on my channel. I do my Welcome to the Couch house overview episodes. I do those sometimes. Used to do them quite a bit, and right now I decided that I'm going to just kind of do live streams with them. It's a lot easier for me to kind of roll through. Typically, they're always first impressions and that sort of a thing. So, today we're going to be talking about Rhodes Perfume. And Rhodes is a house that was completely new to me. There is a place here in Portland called Bellini's. Bellini's is a spa, but also is a perfumery. Excuse me, beer's getting to me. The owner, Sonia, asked me to take a look at these fragrances and give her my opinion. And there are 18 of them. So I'm going to kind of cruise through these quite a bit. I feel like I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm going to break them up into four different sections. So before I even get started with this, I will say hello to everybody real quick. Hey, John. Awesome. Thanks so much. And yeah, I do have my shirt on, John. Thanks. Nobody wants to see me without my shirt at this point in time. So back to Rhodes. So here's the thing with Rhodes. Rhodes is, they were founded by, I'm just going to read off my phone because I don't have all this memorized. Rhodes was founded in 2013 by Danielle Ryan. On the website it says that the roots are in Dublin, but the scents are fed by inspirations drawn from cultures that span the world. So in this set, this sample set that Sonia lent to me to sniff on, there are three kind of subcategories. There is the normal core edition. You can kind of see in the camera. And then there is the Asian edition or Asia edition, and then the Africa edition. So the core edition has 10, and we'll break those up into two separate subgroups. And then, of course, Asia and then Africa both have their own of 4. So I will be, because there's so many, I'm going to go through. This is going to be really pretty simple. I'm going to go through. I'm going to rate them a plus, as in I like it, a medium, as in meh, it's okay, or as a thumbs down, as in I just don't like it at all. It's pretty harsh, pretty brutal for first impressions, but I figured it's a good way for me to get through these. So their discovery atomizers are pretty big. They're actually 4 ml bottles, or 4 ml little sprayers, atomizers, which I think is great because it can really give you a good sense of that fragrance instead of just those little tiny 1.5s, or definitely with the dabbers. I'm sure most of you guys are all dabber haters. I know that I can't stand dabbers. Gotta be atomized. So anyway, before I get started on the first one, I do want to say that I know that Rhodes Perfume, I believe that when you buy a bottle of their fragrance, they plant a tree, which is pretty cool. Now, given that, sometimes I'm a little bit leery about that sort of, to me, sometimes it can feel gimmicky in a fragrance. I've seen a lot of fragrance houses that have that sort of, oh, we're all natural, oh, we're all this, we donate to charity, we do this, we do that, yada, 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 which is great, using your business to help. But at the end of the day, it's how well made are these fragrances. So that's something to consider. John, I believe it is technically a French brand. So I don't know. I've read a little bit about it. So let's see. Apparently, the brand's founder, she lives in Dublin. So technically, it's an Irish fragrance brand. But it looks like they ship all over the place. They do have euros, pounds, and USD. So yeah, I'm gonna say that being is that it starts in euros. It's probably definitely in Ireland, but might be in France and stuff like that. So let's see here. So all right, again, I don't want to take up a million hours of your day. This is Sunday, and we should be relaxing. But we'll get started, and I'm going to roll with the first set of fragrances real quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through, smell them, kind of try to pick out a few notes, decide if maybe I'll review them real quick, and then that way I can know which ones I like, which ones I don't. So we're going to start with one called the Bitter End, or Bitter End, and they have these little pictures and artsy type stuff on the side of the packaging. So I think maybe it is some sort of visual representation possibly of the fragrance, but let's find out what the first one. So the first one, Bitter End. This is going to be a lot to go through. I'm a little worried about nose fatigue. I will be sniffing into my wool sweater occasionally, which I think is rather ironic that this brand is from Ireland and I picked up this sweater while I was in Ireland. So, all right, here we go. Here's Bitter End. So it's, whether the name has anything to do with it or not, I don't know, but there's definitely some green aspects to this. Floral aspects. I'm terrible at picking out floral notes unless they're specifically rose or jasmine, like frangipani, ylang ylang, that sort of thing. Sometimes it's really difficult for me to decipher unless something really stands out. Like neroli, when it stands out, you can really pick up neroli, but this is kind of soapy, so maybe there's a little bit of lavender. It's very light. It's kind of herbal. I can see this as being something very spring. So it's pleasant. It's pleasant. Don't know where I stand on it yet, to be honest, but so far, that's nice. I do dig that. So the next one that we're going through is Fool Around. Now, Fool Around, this is interesting. There's a bunch of eyeballs and some purple flowers on the box, and you can see that. And let's check this one out. So again, this is from the Core Edition from Rhodes Perfume. They do state in their website that these fragrances are kind of inspired by kind of all over the place. So some woody notes in that stand out. This also has some nice green aspects to it. It's a little bit resinous. There's something in there I'm having a hard time picking up, but It's a good, safe fragrance. I don't know if purple was something I would have gone with, like color-wise, but yeah, actually, I think purple works really well. Never mind, I'm gonna shut my mouth. This is so far, both of these are really quite nice. They're not crappy. They definitely don't get a thumbs down from me for either of these, but they're not standing out necessarily 100%, but quite pleasant. So that was Fool Around. Cloud 9, which I'd be pretty disappointed if they did not have a representation of clouds, and there it is. So let's check this out. Have any of you guys in the chat, have you guys heard of Rhodes Perfume at all? You know what I should do? Shit. I should totally... So each one of these has a different perfumer. So I really should talk about that. So when I go back through, I'll talk about the perfumers. So yeah, that will be their new slogan. They're not crappy. Hey, Robert's in the house. What's happening? Thanks for showing up. Okay, so this one, Clouds. This might be a little... It's a little powdery. It's quite a bit powdery, actually. It almost kind of gives me a... like, there's a grape-ness to it, but not like grapes like the fruit, but grape as in the artificial grape flavoring. Like when I was a kid, we used to get Big League Chew, and that's dying down really fast. The entirety of this is actually dying down really quick. It's not super strong. But yeah, it reminds me quite a bit of grape Big League Chew, just like the powder that they use to keep the pieces of that stuff separate. I don't even know if they make Big League Chew anymore. It'd be interesting to know. Yeah, I'd never heard of them before this either. John, it's interesting. It's completely new. I think that this is a fragrance house that they're hoping to get their fragrances into the store, Bellini's in Portland. So, okay, so that was Clouds, and it's dying down really quickly. So this next one is called This Weekend. We'll check this one out. Hopefully I'm not burning through these too quick, but hopefully I'm not taking too much time. I don't want to turn this into an all-day affair. Let's see. Big League Chew, the gateway to... Did I say chaw? Sorry, my camera is here, and the writing's over here. Yeah, that is... that's true. I could remember when I was a kid, I used to stuff it in the side of my lip and, like, suck on it a little bit before I actually start chewing on the gum. Okay, that is fruity. This Weekend. It pops. It's bright, little bit of citrus, and just kind of as a lifter. But it has this nice fruity forward note that's hitting. That's neat. I forgot to show you the picture that was on here. There we go. So that is the picture for This Weekend. Really great artistry on here too, by the way. Wow. That's really pleasant for like fruity. Typically, a lot of those fruitier fragrances will get a little too cloying and sweet. Like Le Male or Ultramale from Jean Paul Gaultier. That is super sweet. This is more. It's still a little synthetic fruity, but There's no cloying sweetness with it, so there's a little bit of green in the back. I feel like so far most of these have been very spring. You know, spring, summer, lighter days, lighter happiness sort of thing. Let me see. There we go. Okay. All right. So this next one, the final one in this little subcategory, this is Harmatin. Harmatin. I don't know if this is supposed to be like a mix of Harlem and Manhattan, maybe, but it's got some sand dunes on it, so I kind of halfway expect there to be a little bit of sandalwood. I don't know why. I don't know why sand equates sandalwood to me, but aside from the fact that it's sand in the name. But here we go. Harmatin. Harmoton, maybe? Not sure. So yeah, John, haven't heard of them before either. Yeah, this is definitely completely new to me, this brand. And they've been around for almost 10 years. Oh, that's nice and spicy. It's not in your face. This one again is also really, really light. There's a little bit of a woody texture, but it's not. It's almost sawdusty in the way that it's really light. I gotta refresh. Hold on. All right, already I'm into this. I'm starting to get nose fatigued a little bit. Although when Bucket just walked in from outside, I could smell the dirt on his paws, so that's, at least my nose is still working. Yeah, that's a great way to put it. Dusty wood. Yeah, just like slightly dusty. It'd be really interesting to hear all the stories behind each and every one of these. And I would love to break out the story behind each and every one of these, but that, again, 18 fragrances is a lot to get through. So interesting. Okay, so as a review now, and I'll give them my rating. So we got Bitter End, and I'll recheck this out. Bitter End. The green is starting to pop out more. It's actually getting, and of course I didn't bring my pen with me because I'm a schmuck. The green is a little bit brighter, as in like you take some leaves and you smash them. So I do like this. It feels like there's a little bit of an anise sort of vibe going on, but not heavy, maybe a little mint. And speaking of anise or licorice, if you haven't watched my video for Les Verbes from by Killian that went up this morning. Okay, so yeah. Okay, actually, I'm going to give this a thumbs up. I like this. I'm always looking for some nice green fragrances that aren't like green Irish tweed and that, synthetic green. This is nice, and this is stemmy. This is crushed up green leaves in your palms like when you're a kid, and it smells really, really wonderful. So I'm going to give that a thumbs up. I'm going to get my pen. Give me 1 second. Shit, can't find my pen. That's what happens when you're horribly unprepared. It's been going on a lot for me lately, which is another reason why I've been so sporadic with my YouTubery. I just haven't been able to throw it down. So anyway, sorry, back to it. Let's see. All right, so Fool Around. The perfumer for that was Franca Pera. Just so I don't screw up the name. Okay. And now we're so I give that a thumbs up for Bitter End. So Fool Around, Taylor Bosworth is the perfumer. Sorry if that's, I don't know why that's not focusing. It's kind of being a pain in the butt. Hey, D'Angelo's in the house. What's up, man? Thank you so much for coming and checking this out. All right. Let's see. So, Fool Around. There's something pasty about it. Again, this is very spring. I'm gonna give this a meh, like a middle of the ground. This is not hate. This is not love. So I'm just gonna give this a little. I don't even know how to write these down. I'm gonna give this an equal. Like it's a meh. It's not bad. Not bad. It's not blowing up my kilt. I'm not wearing one, but you know what I'm saying. There's almost a little bit of pepperiness. I kind of like it, but not like it. So that was Fool Around. And going to Clouds now. Cloud 9. The perfumer. Wait a minute. It says the artist. So maybe this isn't the perfumers. Maybe this is the artist that drew the stuff on. Because I haven't heard of any of these perfumers. Maybe it's the artist that did the painting or whatever. Shit, I don't know now. All right, either way, it's the artist. So Cloud 9, there's something sour bitter in this that I'm not really agreeing with. It's like sour soap to me. So yeah, I'm gonna give that the old hell nah, hell to the nah. I'm not gonna rock with that. That's a negatory, good buddy, for Cloud 9. This weekend, it says the artist, Hal Brandes. Again, don't know if that's a perfumer or if it's just the artist that did this, but this is really beautiful. I think that's, sorry, I'm having a hard time orienting myself here. I think that's really great. So yeah, this weekend, it's fruity, it's floral fruity. It's kind of growing on me a little bit. I think I might actually wear this one today. It was cold as balls this morning. It was like 25 degrees, but now I think the sun's out. It's kind of a nice day. So maybe when I'm done with this, I'll put this on. But I'm going to put that as a like as well. So this weekend, again, it's got, some fruity aspects to it. A little bit of resinous fruit. All right, number 5 for this group. Holy shit, there's a lot. Harmatin. The artist is anonymous, so either it's the perfumer is anonymous, or the artist that did that is anonymous. Still don't know. Okay, so that dusty wood. It kind of comes off almost as a light oud now that it's dried down a little bit. I swear there's something that this reminds me of, and I can't think of what it is. But it is light. It's not heavy. It's not overpowering. God, I kind of want to try this one on skin too. Something about it. Maybe there's like sandalwood and oud in this. Weird name, Hormatin. Or Harmoton. Maybe it's a place. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to put that one as a... Oh, damn it. I can't decide. I think I'm going to put that one as a middle. Yeah, we're going to go on as middle on that one. So... All right, so that's the first 5. Thanks for sticking around for the first 5. Okay, so I do want to get to the comments and say hey to everybody. Yeah, I agree with you on that for sure. It would be so much better if everyone just gave credit to each individual artist. I know that not every fragrance house, does that. A lot of the niche brands that keep it quiet, keep it silent, which is a total bummer. But let me try to see here. If you guys will bear with me, I'm going to take a look and see look up on their website and see if it says the name of the perfumer. See if that is the name of the perfumer. That is the wrong one for me to look at. Fool Around. We'll look at Fool Around, see if it says the name of the perfumer. On the website, it is not giving me the name of the perfumer. So again, I don't know if that's the name of the artist that did the artistry on the packaging, but you can kind of see if this shows up. It's the same artistry that's on that little box. That is so not very clear. It's crazy. And just for those of you that might want to know, it looks like the average price for a 50 ml, which is 1.7 ounces, is 98 euro, which I think roughly equates to anywhere between 120 to 150 USD. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% certain. Anyway, so there was a couple out of there that I really liked, and there was a couple that were meh, and there was one that I just absolutely did not enjoy. So moving on to the next 5 in the core edition, we're going to look at Art Addict next. So Art Addict, the artist, Sergei Tolmashev. So again, don't know if that's the perfumer. And that is really gorgeous, that artistry that's on the side. Hey, Tiggy, what's happening? Thank you for joining. So we got Robert, we got John, we got Julia, Tiggy, we got Gabby, we got D'Angelo. Thank you guys so much for coming by this really random, sudden live stream. I think I'm going to talk to Chris here pretty soon. Speaking of live streams, I'm going to see about revamping or amping back up some Kilted episodes, because I do have a lot of fun with that. And if I can convince Eve from Eve Spider Smells to jump on the live stream, that'd be fun. Okay, so Art Addict. Okay. Some red florals. Oh, this was starting to go in a really good direction, and then all of a sudden it started smelling like Scotchgard. The shit. I don't know. I mean, it's not terrible. Yeah, I agree, John. I really need to get Chris back on here. Okay, so, I mean, there's a little medicinal quality. I just totally shoved this into my own nose. That was stupid. There's a couple of different floral notes in this for sure. Man. I feel like there's definitely some lighter, brighter starters, like maybe a little bit of citrus. That's the funny thing about fragrance. It seems like almost all perfumes have at least a little bit of a citrus starter of some kind, like that, or cardamom, ginger, something that, just gets you from the start. But I think there's a little bit of green. I don't know. I can't get past that Scotchgard. All right, I'm going to put that down before I damn it, without even really getting a good solid sniff on the other ones. So, okay, Unsaid. Peter Allert, artist. So, I think I'm going to look up one of these names here in a second to see if that is an artist that did this, or if that's actually the perfumer. So I'm starting to lean towards the idea that it's probably the artist that does the visual art on the packaging. And then maybe these are one of those companies that does not does not list the perfumer. They have a few that they're just kind of tucking into the elbow of the company, which would be a total bummer. But oh, so John, to answer your question, the address on the back of this little bottle is in France. So maybe it's just a Dublin-based company, but they produce everything and bottle it and ship it out of France. Who knows? Or maybe it's one of the big name perfume companies that takes care of it, and that's why it says France. So maybe my brain is not working right now. I can't think of them. The big people, the big fragrance institute people. Jesus. Oh, I'm so glad it's Sunday. Okay, so I like this. Right away. Unsaid. There is something punchy in this. Oh, yeah. It is fuzzy. This is fuzzy in a textural way for sure. It's not fuzzy like soft fuzzy, but it's not super prickly. It's like a in between. Yeah, like thistle flowers almost, maybe. That kind of soft and fuzzy and just slightly rigid. Excuse me. I think I might get sandalwood from this. Oh, I really am drawn to this one. I really, really like this. It's something very ethereal about it. I think deep within its base, it reminds me of some of the fragrances that John Beeble puts out from January Scent Project, just in terms of that kind of ethereality, but like looking in between the space between time, if that makes sense. No, I haven't been doing any hallucinogens. That's just my weird interpretation of John's fragrances. God, I really like that. All right, I'm excited about that. Okay, Neon is the next one. The artist, Madeline Gross. So I apologize if I'm not being super descriptive with, notes. I'm not as good as a lot of people. Oh, there we go. There's the artistry. Madeline Gross. Madeline. That's really cool. I like that. I'm not great with picking things out from the onset. It takes me a while, which is usually why I do a lot of my first impressions videos. I'll do after I've had a chance to sit with them for a few days, and they're still first impressions. So here we go. Again, these are all really starting to kind of be indicative of lighter, fresher fragrances. That last one, however, was a little more autumn. So here we go. Okay, there's a little bit of a down tempo on this now. This is powdery, this is resin. Like the lightest, I don't want to say tobacco, it's like like an idea of tobacco as opposed to like actual tobacco. It's there's vanilla in this. That I can pick out. Doesn't smell like natural vanilla. It smells more like vanillin, which is still really pleasant because it's powdery vanilla. Oh, thank you, John. And thank you, D'Angelo. Appreciate that. Yes, John. I can't think of the name of some of those, bigger fragrance brands. It's like the guys that make the fragrance chemicals and the oils and all that stuff. They also kind of tend to have a bunch of perfumers working for them as well. The cornering of the market, as it were. Not to say that they don't put out great fragrances. It's just they're pumping out fragrances. That's a good topic for another live, though. Like the direction of how fragrance is going, as far as how much is getting pumped out every year. So yeah, that's powdery. That's not bad. That's not bad. All right. Again, that was neon. You don't get a lot of the idea of neon necessarily. So this is Flower Mountain. Artist Artem Karenuk. And there's the art on it. And I tell you what would be really wonderful and ironic is if this didn't smell like flowers whatsoever. And that'd be just friggin' stupid. But I'm gonna go ahead and hedge my bet and say that it's probably got some flowers. Flower Mountain. Here we go. I don't promise I can pick them all out. Okay, yeah, definitely floral. Floral, sweet, kind of fruity. Hey, Rudy. Rudy! Oh, yeah. D'Angelo, yes, exactly, yeah. I can't think of the name of some of the companies. But, yeah, they make all the accords and bases, and then they have perfumers that actually work for, other companies, hire men, that sort of thing, so. Thanks for coming in, Rudy. Okay, so back to Flower Mountain. It's very juicy flowers. Very juicy flowers. They're kind of red. It's not rose though. I almost get a little bit of jasmine, but it's not. It's more of that really grandiflorium jasmine as opposed to that wonderful sexy jasmine that I like so much, that indolic. I love indolic jasmine. So yeah, that's again bright and uplifting. So far most of these are just really all about like spring, summer, bright. They do say that these are meant to be, gender neutral. These, I don't see these being made for like the average dude bro, though. I don't see, so far, I don't think any dude bro would wear any of these. To be honest, like the standard fragrance mug, non-fragrance, non-fragcom person, I think these would definitely appeal more to people that have kind of smelt a good fair share of other fragrances in their life, or I'm not trying to be an asshole when I'm saying this, but I think these do tend to lean a little bit more on the what is now considered to be like the feminine market. I think that's just as far as like the grand populace in the United States. I'm not going to say how that is for everywhere else because I know everybody else is a little bit different. So okay, so yeah, me too, Rudy. Absolutely love the indolic jasmine. Yes, John, not for the average dude bro. You are so dude bro, John. Oh. Okay. That's not bad. There's almost a hempy quality to this one. Not like, you smell fresh buds, like fresh green buds or anything like that, but it's like actual hempy. Like maybe the hempy rope. It's a little ropey. Yeah. That's pleasant. Again, these are all just very, very pleasant. So far, I haven't, there's only been a couple that are just no bueno so far. All right, so that is the next set. That's the last bit of the core edition. I'm going to have a sip of beer. Excellent. Let's see. I know I think that's probably part of why I like the term dude bro so much too, just because, dude bro. Oh. Yeah, I'm not saying anything against dude bros, at all, because people are people and they got to do what they got to do and be who they got to be, and God bless them for it, or Goddess bless them for it, or what have you. Anyway, let's get into my rating of this section of the core edition. So we'll start with Art Addict. I'm gonna refresh the nose. Yeah, Art Addict. That's a big negatory. That's a huge no thanks. Hell to the nah for that one. It smells like Scotch Guard. I don't know if it's just because it's on the paper and not on the skin. Again, I'm sure everybody understands this. Try it on the skin first before you give it 100% no. But actually, that's how I found one of my favorite fragrances, which is New Sabet from Slumber House. I smelled it on paper at Fumery, my fragrance house in Portland, and I was like, man, this isn't really for me. And then I thought, I'm gonna give it a try. I put it on my hand, and then that was where the magic happened, and instantly bought it because it's friggin' gorgeous. So anyway, yeah, Art Addict reminds me of Scotch Guard. I'm gonna go with a no on that. A hell to the nah. So Unsaid. Unsaid, I'm going with a hell to the yeah. Yeah, there's a really bright cedar note in this. That's what I'm getting. This is like, this isn't like, so Texas and Virginian cedar tend to have like pencil shavings sort of aspects to them. Himalayan cedar and Atlas cedar have a little bit of a creamier woodiness, and this is like a perfect mix between the two. Oh yeah, okay, this is a hell yes on Unsaid. Like, I am going to, hopefully I won't piss off Sonia when I return these fragrances to her so that she can check them out, but I'm gonna wear a couple of sprays of this. I'm gonna put this on. See how that is on the skin. Oh yeah, that's super cedar. That's friggin' great. That reminds me of relaxing at a spa, like what do you call it? Spa? Jesus, like you go there, you get treatments done, they rub your shoulders, you hang out in a hot tub or a mineral springs hot tub type thing, and they're having like the incense and the oils and the relaxing music, like the music that I've got playing in the background right now. Hopefully that's not too loud, by the way, guys. If that music's too loud, will you guys let me know? Oh yeah, that's really good. Yeah, I'm liking that. I am liking that. Okay, we'll get through these other ones first, and we'll go to the comments. So, Neon. I might buy a bottle of this. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, so Neon. Now that I've completely fallen in love with that one. Neon sweet, powdery vanilla, a little bit of fresh fruit. Again, a nice spring, maybe early autumn. Yeah, early autumn, because it's just down tempos just a little bit. Yeah, that's okay. I'm gonna go with meh on that. So that's just kind of a meh. Flower Mountain, the super floral. So that has gotten very purple flower. Super purple flower reminds me of, I've got some in my yard. They're not blooming yet, obviously, because it's February. But they grow on green strands, and it's not hibiscus. Freesia, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, it's purple flower. It's a little bit on the cloying sweet side. Not for me. I'm going to give it a meh. I'm going to give it a meh. And the final one, and this is Endgame. So there's a little bit of that cedar quality in this one too. But it's super soft. It's not really impressing me very much. It's a little bit of resinous. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a meh on that one too. So, from the original core edition, we're working with like 5 mehs, 2 hell to the nose, and 2 likes, and 1 definitely like, possibly will be buying. So, again, that one that I'm possibly going to be buying is Unsaid. That one was really great. I like that. So let's go to the comments really quick. Like, you guys are talking about what you are wearing. Oh shit! This is really difficult to do with a clicking mouse like this. Okay. Let's see. So you guys are talking about what you're wearing. Rudy, vintage Paco Rabanne Pour Homme. I have not tried that. I have heard that that is like the good stuff. And yes, Ulia, sauna. That's what I meant to say. Damn it. D'Angelo, I don't know that I have tried. I definitely haven't tried that. Sunday scent for doing chores. Coffee Addict. Angel Sheriff for John. Nice. I didn't put on anything yet aside from just that one. Wanted to be fresh and clean for all this. So this next set of 4 is, let's go with this one here, and this is the Asian edition of Rhodes. So I'm assuming that these are all very, going towards the Asian themed, or rather Asian inspired. So this one is called Deeper High. And oh wow, these bottles are more of a red as opposed to the core edition bottles that look like they are kind of bluish or purple. So this on it says Artist Anonymous, and then you have this picture of a person floating down a body of water of some sort with a bunch of flowers. I wonder if that's like a funeral casket. Interesting. Okay, so Deeper High. Let's go with this and see what this is all about. I'd say that, to guess there might be cannabis in here would be way too easy. Let's see, here we go. Huh. Definitely no cannabis. There's some jasmine in this. I like that. I think I'm getting nose fatigued. Structurally, there's a little like a reed quality. Like maybe bamboo. I've never smelled like a bamboo note in a fragrance before, but that's what it reminds me of. It's kind of like jasmine and bamboo. That's what I'm getting. Deeper High. Okay. I don't know. It's interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna have to let me re-up my nose. This is kind of a lot to sniff in one session. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I should have broke this up into two, but oh, that's a little better. Yeah, there's a little bit of. I don't think there's green. There's something in there that's giving it a slight spice, but it's not bright like ginger or cardamom. There's something. Okay, so that's pretty pleasant. Let's see. Mont Blanc Starwalker. I have not tried that. I think my buddy's got it at his place. I might have to go check that out. It's like one of the Mont Blancs that I haven't tried. Bamboo note, sweet. Yeah, I've never heard of a bamboo note, which I think would be great. So this is Club Tokyo, artist Angela Di Finizio. Finizio? Finizio. I'm gonna go with Finizio. It looks like, a heavily populated area there. So, let's see what this is like. Club Tokyo. That could be a lot of different things involved in that. Interesting name. All right, here we go. Oh, that's light. That's not what I was expecting at all, though. There is a little bit of licorice connotation in this. Yeah, there's that ethereal thing I was talking about before with a couple of them from the core edition. There's a little bit of herbaceousness to this. And there's a little bit of some floral nature. That front punch was like a lot of licorice. It's really dying out, though. Interesting. Okay. So we got licorice, we got some florals in Club Tokyo. And we'll move to Digital Days. The artist, Carlo De Orta. This sounds like an Italian person. Maybe I'm wrong. But there is the art on the side. It's very neo-modern, for sure. So, Digital Days. Check that out. Every once in a while, my left arm gets I shouldn't have done it, but my left arm gets a little too close to my nose, and I can smell that unsaid. And I'm loving it. I'm really, really loving it. If you like cedar, and you can get your hands on Rhodes Perfume, somehow, I don't know how quick it ships to the US, but man, that is a beautiful cedar fragrance. Okay, back to this, Digital Days. We're gonna take the left arm out of the equation. This is light florals. There's some yellow and white florals, nothing heavy on the yellow though. Maybe a little purple. But I like this. This gives me this interpretation. And I was hoping that I might get a cherry blossom-esque interpretation in the, Asia edition of this. But yeah, that gives a nice little cherry blossom because there is a little bit of fruity. And I have fruit trees around my house. So I have cherry blossoms in the front. I have plum blossoms in the back. The apple tree sucks. That thing is out of control. Hardly ever flowers, but this is winter chicken dinner. I can't believe I just said winter chicken dinner. That was stupid. It has nothing to do with this fragrance at all. Anyway, yeah, this one's really good. I like this. This is definitely cherry blossom. This could be a real closely related cousin of, without the apple, this could be really closely related to macaque from Zoologist. Oh yeah, that is nice. Yeah, I do love me some good florals too, John. Not all of them, that's for sure. They all have this, I can't have it be too bitter, I think is what it is. I don't like bitter florals. I like them being robust or soft, or with rose it's got to be tempered a little bit somehow. It can't be just too grandma like. Jasmine is friggin' fantastic. But this is definitely calming. Okay, digging that. So that was Digital Days. The next one is Improved Silence. This is, let's see. We have the artist is June Katz. Improved Silence. This is the last of the China edition, or sorry, Asia edition. It's an interesting cover there. Oh, speaking of Asia at large, I guess the Olympics are going on right now. I didn't know anything about that. My parents mentioned it to me. They were pretty excited about watching the Olympic Games. I don't typically watch that much TV unless it's geek stuff because I'm a nerd. But yeah, no idea how everybody's respective countries are doing in the Olympics this year. But hopefully, post-Olympics, there's not some catastrophic war with what's going on with Russia, and now them and China are allied. I don't know. I don't want to talk about politics. I don't know why I brought it up. Okay, here we go. Okay, that it punches me right in the face. Whoa, that is not subtle. Whew. Ew. Okay, so that's kind of cloying. I get very like a synthetic-y citrus, like maybe it's citral. Ooh, that just turned hella soapy too, like super soapy. I mean, there's soapy, that you can coat and enjoy, and this is like shoving a lavender soap bar, like doing shavings and just shoving them up your nose. This is assaulting. I would say that this is one of those fragrances that you might need just one spray of. Wow, that is so strong. I mean, it is close to my nose. I realize this, with this. So I think this is a good distance fragrance, but with how subtle the rest of these have been, I was not expecting this much of a punch from one of the fragrances. And this one's punchy. There's like orange. There might be neroli in this. Yeah. All I can think of is taking a pocket knife and shaving chunks off of soap. Whew. Ooh, that is grandma's hell. So let's go to the rating of the Asia edition. The Olympics definitely did sneak up. I with everything that's been going on in the world, I'm really surprised that it's happening. So okay, we're going into Deeper High. The rating. Deeper High has this, I don't know, almost get Cade or something. There's kind of a rubbery feel. Like Cade. It reminds me of a few indie houses. I'm trying to think of which indie house. I think there was a La Curie that this reminds me a little bit. Yes, this reminds me of Incendo from La Curie. There's kind of a solvent, rubbery aspect, but but it has like a darker. I'm surprised that this didn't stick out at the beginning. I didn't pick that up at the beginning, but I'm gonna put this in the meh, because sometimes I really enjoy that sort of punch, that sort of like solvent rubbery burnt. I know it's strange, but we'll put that in the meh category. And I think I might have a sneeze coming up here from smelling all these. Club Tokyo. Yeah. Again, it has that kind of green, slight green. There is a little bit of licoricness still sticking around, that little bit of the bamboo. Some of the same notes I think that are in Tokyo from Gallivant, actually, just a little bit. This reminds me a little bit, not just because of the name, but there's some wood's going on in there. A little bit of, I don't want to say it might be a cedary, but it almost kind of smells like oak. Okay, I know that's a. I'm gonna give that one a meh as well, like a medium, in the medium range. And Digital Days. Yeah, Digital Days. It's light. It is light and it's relaxing. I'm gonna go with a like for Digital Days. I do like Digital Days. That one's good. And Improved Silence was the one that smelled. Just, yeah. I don't know, you could give it time. It could be right up there with Yoop, John, for the strength. So, yeah, it's a little cloying, but it's also a little too soapy. We're gonna go with a Hell to the Gnaw for Improved Silence. All right, one more drink of beer, and we will see what's cracking. Oh, thanks so much, Julia. Hopefully you have a great, wonderful Sunday. Thanks for coming by. Okay. These are the last four. So these ones are inspired by Africa. See if I can find anything interesting in here about these fragrances. It looks like they have like a green bottle, just from the website. So it says the Africa collection is a celebration of geography and culture across the unique continent. African ingredients combined with fragrant evocations of literature, art, dance, and locations from north to south, reflecting the continent's radiance, sophistication, and warmth. Again, no indication as to the actual perfumer. So I will say once again, the art on the side, show you the art, and we will talk, give you the name of the artiste. I think that is literally just the artist. So yeah, there's the green bottle. And you can tell because I got those red lights going on, but Elise Hennebeek, and that is a piece of art. And this is Afropolis. Afropolis. We'll go with Afropolis, even if I'm saying it wrong. So, all right. So what I'm gathering and what I've gotten so far from this fragrance house is that a lot of these are very bright and uplifting, and more like your summer, spring, that sort of thing. I have not smelled anything aside from, I think it was Unsaid, that has a little bit of a cooler weather kick. So, okay. So Afropolis. That is some mint in this. It's some fresh mint. There's still a little bit of sweetness. I feel like in a lot of these fragrances, they're using some sweet notes. Yeah. Okay, there's some green, some outlying green aside from mint. Kind of that crushed leaf aspect, combining with the mint, this makes this one fresh as hell. I think you could probably get away with wearing this in the winter, actually, to give you that that fresh, sprightly sort of feel in the colder weather. Because there is a little bit of sweetness that I think will help cut through the cold, and the green to kind of invigorate. So Afropolis, yeah, that's pretty decent. Son of a... Okay, hopefully that didn't break. Just dropped Afropolis down. I'll pick that up later. Hopefully it's not spilling all over the floor. This one is Past/Presence, and the artist is Yaw Tony. You can see there. And that is the art. That is pretty cool. So, Past/Present. I got a little bit on my fingers. All right, so make sure that one does not fall. And yes, I know how much you love your your legendary pink juice, John. Actually, I was thinking about this the other day about you. Is it just that the bottle's pink, or is the juice pink? I haven't picked up my bottle in forever. I still have it, by the way, in case I occasionally want to layer it with Sauvage. So, okay. Past/Presence. You know what? I'm gonna re-up my schnoz. So, yeah, Past/Presence is super subdued. There's just kind of a whole combo of shit going on in this. There's something that smells a little bit like tobacco. Kind of that earthy spiciness that tobacco has. I don't know that there is tobacco in it, but that's what I'm getting. It's tobacco and soapy, just a little bit. It's not, I don't know. This is really, really not doing it for me, this one. Okay, Past/Presence. This next one is I Am Dance. With a name like I Am Dance, I hope that I am just 100% wowed by this. I'm really, I'm excited. Let's completely freak me out with how good this is. Come on. Like I said, so far there's a lot of myths, not a lot of just absolutely go fors. A couple of likes, but not a lot of absolutely's. So, and dominoes. I just lost a bunch. I don't have any space on this table over to the side. Okay, so here we go. I Am Dance. I Am Dance smells an awful lot like the Club Tokyo, if I'm honest. Oh, so John, you're saying that the Yoop is actually pink. Okay. Oh yeah, my nose is about done with this, guys. So bear with me with these last two. Yeah, this has some similar bend as Club Tokyo. There's a bit of green and fruit, some cedary-ness, a little musky. This is a like. This one definitely is up there. It has a good blend of different stuff that I wasn't expecting. So yeah, I think that I like that one, but we'll revisit here in a sec. And the finale, Big Sky. All right, so Big Sky. The artist is Dylan Culhane. And there's this nice little beautiful big sky photograph there. Yeah, I may have bit off more than I could chew with this blind smelling John. Yeah, it is what it is. Although next time I'll do a little bit better job. As a matter of fact, I will be doing another one of these. Maybe I'll do this next weekend. I'll do the Parfums de Marly discovery kit that I got in the masterclass. I think I'll either do just the masculine or just the feminine. I'm not going to do both. I'm not going to do this sort of thing again. Not with this many fragrances. So did a Zoom masterclass with Bellini's in Portland, and they sent out all the fragrances that they're carrying and a couple of that they're not yet. But it was a lot of fun. Okay, here we go. Big Sky. Big Sky. I like this one too. This, I think the names works really well because it gives an impression of just open space. I wouldn't be surprised if there was some aldehydes in this, but not like terrible. A lot of aldehydes I don't really like. Yeah, I don't know if this is, I don't know that I would say that this is blue. This is like a super elevated shower gel, in a way. Not terrible. I mean, because most like shower gels, they're always really pleasant. I've got one actually that's it's from Harry's, and it's like a fig, and that one I really love. Oh, hey Scott. All good, all good. Nice to see you, sir. Okay. So Big Sky has some nice floral notes in the background. Can't think of what is really making me think of the color blue. It's not aquatic at all. Any sweetness that's coming from this is not directly from, tonka or vanilla, for sure. It's really light on sweetness. There's a little bit of resinousness. Yeah, this is... I don't know if I would say that this is great as a fragrance that I would necessarily wear, but this would rock. Just absolutely kill it as like a room freshener. Because it doesn't smell like your standard crappy kind of room freshener. This is something that if you sprayed a couple sprays in and kind of enveloped your house, it would just feel so very open. Yeah. Okay. All right, so Africa edition of Rhodes Perfumery. Let's see. Afropolis. Yeah, Afropolis has got that super sweet. At this point, it has like almost a laundry fabric softener sheet, dryer sheet sort of sweetness. It'd be like if you crossed Youp and Mont Blanc Individual. That's kind of what this reminds me of. It is quite intense. Quite intense. Feels like there is definitely some sandalwood in this to kind of mellow it a little bit. Maybe they should use it a little more. It's not super mellow. I'm going to call that one a meh. That one is a meh. As in like middle of the road. Past and presence. Let's see if I can get this without knocking the atomizers over. There goes one. And there goes another one. Past and presence. Yeah, it's that really super light, trying to smell like tobacco. Starting to come off like an ashtray a little bit. I think maybe it's just some black pepper. Kind of reminds me of the Molten Brown black pepper shower gel. So that one's a meh, not a meh, but like a hell to the nah for me. We'll go 0, no way with that one. I Am Dance. Let's grab that. Ooh, yeah. Yep, that's a like. Those green notes that were real subtle in the beginning of this are starting to peek out a little more. Little sweet. Green like aloe vera green. Yeah, I like that one. I like that. It's reedy. It has like a reedy and green with a little bit of sweet. Yeah, this I can definitely see as 100% unisex. Yeah, I like that. All right, so, dude, I'm dropping everything. I Am Dance. Big Sky, last one, guys, last one. Thanks so much for sticking around for the entirety of this. Yeah, Big Sky. I re-up on it. It's drawn me in more. I know I said I don't know if I'd wear it, but I think I might actually wear this. That big, huge room fragrance smell that came off it from the initial is definitely dying down. Ah, yeah. Some nice greenness. A lot of these are green. A lot of these are green and fresh, citric, floral. Not a heavy hitter in the group whatsoever, which can be good. But I was really hoping that there would be a couple of like some heavy thickies, like maybe some boozy fragrance, or like some leather, or maybe some heavy oud. But yeah, no, that's I'm gonna give that a like too. Yeah, I like that. So, all in all, guys, a pretty decent offering from this house that's been around for almost 10 years. Again, Rhodes Perfume. You can check out their website. I will probably, once this video goes and does its whole thing, I will leave the website down in the description. But yeah, it's been really interesting. Again, I was a little disappointed that there wasn't anything up my usual alley as far as challenging. This is definitely a fragrance house that is pleasing all the way around for the most part. There's nothing that's gonna drive people away necessarily. No ouds, no heavy resins, no tobaccos, no boozies. Kind of a bummer, but for the most part, it's really quite pleasant. I don't know that I would suggest that Bellini's carries the whole line, but there are a good 5 or 6 that I think that would really work really well, especially in a spa place that does facials, and I think they do manicures and pedicure. I could be wrong. Esthetician type stuff. I just get fragrances from them. Maybe I should go in and get some work done. I'm looking pretty old. So, hey Lizzie. Oh, hey. Thanks, John. I really appreciate it. Yeah, it was a bit of a push to go through. I'm not gonna lie. There was a lot to smell, a little more than I'm usually used to in a stand or sit down setting. And a lot of them were a lot alike in terms of where they were coming from. And it was a thing. So again, thank you guys so much for sticking around. Thanks, Scott. Thanks, Lizzie. Thanks, John. Thanks, Dee. Hopefully, like I said, I know that I've been really absent on the YouTube, absent on the Instagram. I'm going to try to fix that. I was losing a little bit of motivation just due to, I don't know, I wasn't feeling it. Starting to feel a little bit more. So hopefully I can get back to doing some good quality videos. They will be few and far between, likely, because I want to spend more time on the cinematic quality and stuff like that. So I don't think I'll be doing once a week standard videos, but I would like to do some more live streams. So hopefully I can get Chris to roll in with me, and maybe I can coax a few of you folks to jump in as well. Thank you again. Have a wonderful Sunday. Have a beautiful rest of your weekend, and hopefully your week is killer. And love you guys, and I'll see you floating around soon. Thanks so much.